Welcome to this CP training on training needs assessment and building blocks for an effective training unit. This presentation is part of a series of presentations in this training course. My name is Ricky Aguda, co-training with Ernest Muzukutwa. We'll be covering the training strategy today. There are 2 points that we'll be covering. The first one is, what is a training strategy? And the second one, what are the 6 aspects that converge of the training strategy? So, what is a training strategy? The training strategy expresses a company's wishes regarding the essential lines that will orient the training decisions and actions to manage the training, and by extension, the skills to be acquired. When a company is confronted with an unusual situation, either because it is something completely new, say the development of new products that requires new techniques, or maybe because it requires a partial adaptation, a change in technology, a change in the quality of results to be produced, the manager can consider this situation as a problem to be solved. This initial state is called a problem situation. In the face of this problem situation, the company will seek to formulate an ideal vision to be attained. What would be the ideal solution if the problem were 100% solved? On the basis of this vision, the manager will determine the concrete results he wants to bring about in the operation of his company or her company. So there are 6 aspects that converge of the training strategy, and we're going to look at these ones in detail. The first aspect is the why, which refers to the goals, or the specific link between the training and the company's general objectives. In question form, you would ask yourself, what concrete results is a training intended to address? The second question is what? What are the priorities? Well, the priorities are defined in terms of objectives. What results are being sought? They are defined in relation to what is possible to achieve and in relation to the identified needs and or the expressed requirements. The priorities specify what skills to stress during the period being considered. So we have short, medium, and long-term priorities. We must ask ourselves what they are. The third aspect is who. Who is the target for the specific training activities? It is necessary to specify what audience will participate in the training activities and also who the beneficiaries of these activities are. The departments or units of the company, for example, production or packaging or transport. There is a step in the process and the activities concerned, such as preparation of crops or harvesting or processing, or the personnel, such as supervisory personnel, foremen, head of production, among others. We must also specify how to promote the establishment of links between those who participate in the training and those who have to manage the results in order to assure the success of the training. How to organize coordination with the participants, that is associations, personal representatives, subcontractors, and organizations supporting small producers. The fourth aspect of the training strategy is the how. What are the procedures needed to implement training activities with regard to the company's general objectives? How is a system for managing skills control, in particular by identifying relevant quality standards, for example, ISO 9001. The fifth aspect is where. We look at what distribution of tasks, which are defined, including the definition of the training profile, the choice of training, purchase of the presentation, and how these are planned in terms of decentralization or decentralization. We must specify specific responsibilities for the organization of the training and the division between the HR function and the managers. Between the headquarters, looking at the general manager, administration, finance managers, director of production, and others, and then the operating sites, which may be decentralized. Lastly, what is the budget? It is necessary to identify the fixed budget levels, for example, the percentage of total salary or the part of a predefined budget, and determine the instructions given to the managers as to the amount of internal and or external services and whether they are ceilings or minimums. These elements provide the orientation of the training activities that will be laid out in the program. This identification exercise falls within the company's responsibility, and it can be delegated to the HR director or even the head of training. Thank you for your attention.